I'm sitting down and filming in front of a Christmas tree right now, but that means Vlogmas is around the corner for me, happening live right now for you, and my cats are wrestling. Seriously? I never get to film, and now we're having a wrestling match. Why? Anyway, so basically, this is the first Vlogmas video I'm sitting down to film, and not only that, I haven't done a sit-down video in so long because the last few months have just been so chaotic that somehow, after months of chaos, I've decided that I certainly have time to do Vlogmas. So, pray for my sanity. Without further ado, let's get into this. Last year during Vlogmas, I decided to make a video called 23 products I want to finish up in 2023. And I intentionally did not write that list down because I didn't want to feel like forced, I guess you could say, to reach for those products. And I wanted to just see if I organically finish any of these products. And today was the first day I went back and rewatched that video from last year, and you guys, some of these products I didn't even use all year, so that is embarrassing. I would say I was about 50% successful. So I'm not gonna do this in any random order. I have everything in this little basket right here, and I'm just going to reach in and tell you about whether or not I used it or not. So let's do this. Okay, product number one is a concealer from Revlon. This is the Candid Concealer. Oh my God, now they're moving a door. In the shade Vanilla. I certainly did use this product this year. However, it did not get used up. I think there's still a bit of product left. I probably could remove the stopper. There's not a lot in here, but unfortunately it did not get finished this year. The next product here falls into the category of things I definitely didn't reach for this year. And that is from Makeup Revolution. And this is their Eye Bright Illuminating Under Eye Concealer in the shade Caramel. This I have as a contour, and I did not touch this all year. Honestly, when I was reaching for a cream bronzing product, I was using the Makeup Revolution cream bronzer that's in a little pan, and not this one. I forgot this existed. Oops. I don't think I should have bronzers in this project. Next is another one I did not finish up. This is from Revlon, and this is the Candid Foundation, which is the sister to this one. I have this in the shade Ivory. This one is honestly very close to being empty. I have been using this throughout this year, but it's not 100% done. You can tell, there's still a bit of product there, but it's certainly close to being done. Next is one that I finished, and I didn't know I finished. And I have no idea when I finished because I was collecting products for this project, for this video, and I was like, wait, I did finish this year, and I never put it in an empties video. So it will be going in an empties video, but it's from Smashbox, and it's their So Chill Coconut Priming Water. This came out, this smells so good. This came out in 2018, and there were 3 scents, and it was a collab with Nicole Concilio. And I remember I was so excited. I went to Ulta, in store. I never go in store. I went specifically in store to buy this. I was so excited. I really like it, but primer water, it's just not a product that I necessarily 100% reach for anymore. So it's not something I'd buy again. Not that they make that scent anymore, but the scent was fantastic. Okay, next is another successful one. This is a sample of a Laura Mercier translucent powder. I said I had a couple, in the video I was saying I had a couple samples of this, and I wanted to work on some loose powders because I hadn't been working so well with my loose powders. And I actually am working on another one of these that's probably got a third left. So hopefully in 2024, I'll also have an empty one of these as well. Next, is another success. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. I did finish this one up. This is definitely not a favorite of mine. The formula is a little thicker than I would prefer, and I'm certainly glad to have it out of my collection. All right, next is actually a product I wound up putting in a project pan, and you can kind of see when I started my project pan, it was all the way up here. And then the last update I had, it was right around here. So I don't think this one's going to be gone this year, but certainly in 2024, I should be able to have this rolled out of my collection. Oh, I didn't even say what this was. This is the Ciate Dewy Spritz. It's okay. I mean, I'm wearing it today. It's fine. It's not revolutionary. Let's put it that way. Okay, next we have another success. This is the Precisely My Brow from Benefit. It was a little sample I had. I mean, there's the tiniest nub there, but I could not get that to work. The shade 3.5 is not an all-time favorite for me, so I didn't love using it up. It is a good pencil, but it's just expensive. Today I'm wearing the NYX one, and I just prefer that one, especially price-wise. Oh my gosh, this one, the Wander Beauty Nude Illusion Foundation. I have this in the shade Fair. This was in the back of the drawer. This did not get used all year. It's very embarrassing to say that, especially about a foundation. This year was not my year of makeup. This year hit me hard. time management did not exist. You know, going from having, you know, a baby who naps a lot during the day, having, you know, an older baby, young toddler who's napping once or twice a day, to having a kid who is very high needs and doesn't nap. I mean, like, my free time was basically non-existent this year. So I need to like set goals for next year of how to be able to have more time for myself. And Vlogmas is basically where we're starting that out with. And maybe the Wander Beauty Foundation can get some attention next year. All right, next year I have another brow pencil. This one I did not finish. This is the Goof Proof from Benefit. There's not that much left. It's a stiffer formula. So I feel like whenever I use it, I'm not making any progress, and it's just like not a favorite product. So maybe next year I'll be able to get it out of the collection. Okay, next here, this is one that did get some attention, but I did not get used up. This is the CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless foundation. I have this in the shade Classic Ivory. I can't really see where it is, but I do think it's about here. So there's still about half of this foundation left. I feel like I was using this one earlier in the year, and I haven't been reaching for it. So I need to prioritize that next year. Okay, next is another one I didn't finish. I was using this a bit, and it is showing some progress, but it hasn't been standing up right. It's probably got about this much left. It's the shade Dolly from Buxom, and then there was a point where I was using this pretty religiously. Honestly, I could pop a little bit on right now. Why not? But the thing is, I try not to wear the more plumping ones when I'm with Phoebe, because sometimes I'm like worried she's gonna give me a kiss, and I do not want a lip plumper going on my 2-year-old. So I probably won't put any plumping products in any future planning to pan videos, just to be safe. Next is another one I did not finish. This is the Kokie Be Bright Concealer. I didn't use this one too much this year. This is the shade Light, and it's a little deeper and like more peachy than I would typically prefer. So I really wasn't reaching for it, but I definitely need to be more cognizant of it next year for sure. I say for sure way too much. Next, so I didn't even realize this one was in my like wanting to pan this year video, but I have been using this one every day because there's so little of it left. Like I hope that in December this one will be done and I can have this part of my 2023 empties. So I might be considering this a success only because I'm filming this November 16th. And if I'm using this every morning when I do my makeup, this should be done within this couple days. So I'm calling this one a success, even if you think it's cheating. Next, I had a Becca First Light Priming Filter, and in the video I was saying I was hoping to finish all my Becca primers, so I wound up having 2 of this size, so actually a full fluid ounce, and I did successfully finish both this year, but I only had one in my planning to pan video. Talk about something that didn't get touched this year probably, the Bare Minerals Sweet Romance Blush. Let's see if I can, I don't even think you can see how much is in here. There's a lot in here. I said that in the past I had finished one of these, I think in college, and I wanted to see if I could do that again this year. That never happened. I forgot completely. This was a successful foundation I finished up, the L'Oreal Pro Glow. I do have 2 other shades of this. This is 202. This is my favorite shade of all the shades, but it's very hard to find in the stores now, so I don't know if they're discontinuing the line, but it honestly is still one of my all-time favorite formulas. This one I also did not finish up. I have been making pretty good progress on this one too though. Like, I don't know if you can see right there, there's some windowing. This is the Pretty Vulgar Undercover Concealer in Little White Lies. I don't hate this. Actually, as I've been using it lately, I've been enjoying it, but it hasn't been like one that it's not a favorite, so I've been reaching for other ones I like better, but I don't hate it, but probably next year this one will be done. Something else I think that got neglected this year, and there's really not much left. Like, look at this. My NARS foundation. It definitely needs to be sat up right since it's a pump, but it's the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I really would like to finish this in 2024. There's no reason that for me not to have finished it this past year, especially because it's one of my older foundations. So I might keep this one out on my desk just because I would like to get my money's worth. I did not realize this one was in my plan to pan, the Flower Beauty Blush Balm in the shade Nectar. I mean, it's definitely a well-loved blush, but I have had a different cream blush in my Project Pan all year, and that's really what I've been focusing on. So this definitely got neglected, and it is not even close to empty. Okay, here is another success. This is from Buxom, and this is their Powerful Plump Lip Balm in the shade Big O. I did finish this, like, I think I finished this one in January. Again, it's a plumping lip balm and I'm trying not to plump up my 2-year-old's lips, so I will not be putting any lip plumpers next year, like I said. This one is in my Project Pan. So I hit pan on this one last year and I had the tiniest little pan by this time last year, and I really was hoping I would finish it this year, but unfortunately that didn't happen. However, the pan is really big, so maybe 2024 will be our year, but I really thought this one would be done this year. All right, the last product, number 23, is also a success, and it's the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer. I do have another one of these. This is a great primer. Like I said, I have another one. I'm glad to have it, and yes. So let me do a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 out of 23. How successful was I? Let's do some math. 9 divided by 23. Oh, 39%. Obviously that could have been worse. Like I said, it wasn't the year of panning for me. It wasn't the year of finishing up products. I need to definitely focus on myself more next year. I feel like this year made me realize that things just need to be changed, and I need to figure out a way to be able to work. Because this work is what, I don't even consider it really work, but this is what makes me happy. Like, this is my passion. This is what I do for fun. And I need to figure out how to have time for that. So on that note, I will be doing a 24 in 24 video that I'm hoping to finish. Some of these products that did not get finished will probably move forward, but not all of them, because I just don't see some of these things as attainable, especially after this past year. So let me know in the comments, was there anything you were hoping to finish up this year and did you successfully do it? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, that's it for this video. As usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Instagram down below. Give it a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.